Gemini, the universe says yes to your riches, 7 days to sparkle. Hey, my dazzling Gemini ladies, have you ever felt like abundance is buzzing just beyond your fingertips? Waiting for you to snatch it with your quick wit? I know you've been pouring your energy into life, whether it's juggling a fast-paced job, dreaming up a side hustle, spinning creative projects, or keeping everyone connected at home. That brilliant mind, that endless curiosity, it's all part of your Gemini magic. And guess what? The universe is tuning into your frequency. And something incredible is racing your way, closer than you think. Hi, everyone, I'm Elizabeth, your guide and friend here at Esoteric Wisdom, where we unravel the zodiac's secrets to help you live your most vibrant, unstoppable life. If this sparks something in you, please hit that like button to spread the cosmic love, and subscribe to join our growing community. Click that bell so you never miss a single moment of this journey. Share this with a friend who needs a burst of inspiration, because you're part of something truly special here, and I'm beyond thrilled to have you with us. Today, I've got something electric for you Gemini women, and anyone tapping into the Gemini energy in their life. We're diving into a financial shift. A surge of prosperity zooming toward you in the next 7 days. Yes, you heard me right, 7 days. This isn't just a hopeful vibe, it's a real, tangible change already in the works. I'm going to show you how to spot it, embrace it, and become it. Don't look away, the most mind-blowing part is waiting at the end. And you'll want to stick around for it. This could reshape how you see money, opportunities, and your brilliant self forever. So, let's jump in. Your Gemini sparkle is ready to light up the world. If anything here ignites a spark, maybe a tip or a moment that feels like it's just for you, drop it in the comments. I can't wait to connect with you. Chapter 1. Prosperity is buzzing your way. Gemini. Hey there, my Gemini sisters, can you feel it? That electric buzz in the air. That quick flash telling you something big is about to ignite? I'm here to tell you, it's not just your quick mind playing tricks. Prosperity is speeding toward you, and it's closer than you might think, within the next 7 days. To be exact, this isn't some far-off wish or a vague, maybe someday. No, this is real, tangible, and already sparking in the cosmos. The universe is wiring opportunities just for you, and I'm so excited to guide you through what this means, and how you can flip the switch to let it all in. As a Gemini, you're ruled by Mercury, the planet of ideas, connections, and lightning-fast communication. You've got this natural knack for attracting wealth woven into your cosmic DNA. It's not about grinding away like it's a chore, it's about sparking possibilities. Pulling them in with that clever, adaptable energy you wield so effortlessly. And right now, the stars are aligning to deliver a financial shift that could change your game. Maybe it's a surprise payment hitting your inbox, a new contact offering a gig, or a random idea suddenly taking off. Whatever form it takes, it's coming fast, within a week, and it's going to feel like the universe is whispering. Here's your moment, Gemini, grab it. Let me tell you about Mia, one of my clients, a 44-year-old marketer from Chicago. Mia's been a whirlwind of creativity for years, juggling freelance campaigns and family life while tossing out ideas left and right. But deep down, she felt like her big win was always one step ahead. When we worked together last year, she was skeptical. Elizabeth, she said, I'm always chasing the next thing. How's money supposed to catch up with me? I told her what I'm telling you now, Mia. The universe doesn't need you to chase it. It's already sprinting toward you. You just need to say yes when it arrives. A week later, out of the blue, a client she'd pitched ages ago called with a $3,000 project, easy work she could nail in days. All because she trusted that spark and leaned into the opportunity when it knocked. That's what's brewing for you right now. Gemini, the energy of abundance is gaining momentum, crackling like static before a lightning strike. You might not see every piece yet, maybe you're wondering, how's this going to work? What's the catch? But you don't need a perfect blueprint to start this journey. This isn't about overthinking or forcing every detail into place. It's about trusting that something electric is unfolding, built on all the ideas you've shared, the connections you've made, and the curiosity you've followed without even realizing its power. Think about it. You've spent years weaving a web of possibilities. Haven't you? Whether you're freelancing, dreaming up a side hustle, or keeping the people around you inspired, you're the one who lights the fuse. That's your Gemini superpower, your ability to connect the dots, pivot on a dime, and turn a fleeting thought into something real. And now, the universe is ready to reward that. The next 7 days aren't just another week, they're a launchpad. A moment where all those sparks you've sent out start to catch fire. Maybe it's a message from someone with a project you didn't expect. Maybe a pitch you forgot about gets a yes. Or maybe it's a sudden idea that turns into cash. Whatever it is, it's not random, it's your energy aligning with the stars. Here's my first tip for you: tune into that inner buzz. That quick jolt of inspiration, the one that says, something's coming. It's not just your mind racing. As a Gemini, you've got this sharp intuition. Even if you call it a hunch or a random thought, you might think it's just your brain hopping from one idea to the next. But it's bigger than that. It's your cosmic antenna, and right now, it's picking up signals of abundance. Don't brush it off as overthinking. When you feel that urge, whether it's to send an email, pitch a wild idea, or say yes to something new, follow it. That's the universe nudging you, telling you the timing's perfect. I know life can feel like a juggling act, especially for you incredible women in your 40s and beyond. You're balancing so much: work, family, maybe a passion project or a dream you've been quietly sketching out. But this shift doesn't ask you to rewrite your entire life. You don't have to drop everything, chase a new career, or burn out chasing leads. This is about being ready, not being perfect. It's about clearing a little mental space to welcome what's already on its way. Think of it like sorting through a cluttered desk before a big idea lands. You don't need to rebuild your world, you just need to make room for the magic. So, how do you prepare? Start small. Take a deep breath and say to yourself, I'm open to this. Just those 4 words. Whisper them when you're grabbing your coffee, scrolling through your phone, or winding down after a packed day. I'm open to this. You're not chasing or begging, you're claiming it. Lightly and confidently, like the Gemini star you are. Because here's the truth: this prosperity isn't a fluke or a lucky break. It's the result of everything you've already done, every late-night brainstorm, every time you've said yes to a new connection, every moment you've shown up with your quick mind and open heart. The universe has been keeping tabs, and now it's time for the payoff. Let's zoom in on those 7 days again, because they're crucial. This isn't just a random timeline, it's a cosmic window. A moment where your ideas collide with opportunity. You've been putting in the work, maybe without even noticing how much it's added up. That pitch you sent last month? That side project you've been playing with? That chat you had that felt like no big deal? It's all been building to this. And within the next week, you'll start to see it take shape. It might not be $1 million overnight, though wouldn't that be a blast? But it'll be something real, something you can feel, count, and grow. A payment in your account, a new gig, a sale that surprises you. Whatever it is, it's the first flicker of a much bigger flame. My challenge to you is this: don't wait for a spotlight. You don't need a grand announcement or someone to hand you permission. You've already got everything you need: your wit, your charm, your Gemini soul. So, when that opportunity flashes, and it will, don't overthink it. Say yes, dive in, let it flow, because this isn't just about money, my friends. It's about stepping into a version of yourself who knows she's worthy of more, not because she scrambled for it, but because she's ready to receive it. I can't wait for you to see what's waiting after this week. You've been sparking ideas and connections forever, and now the rewards are coming. So, take a moment today, right after this video, if you can, and feel it. Feel that buzz in the air, that quiet thrill growing. It's yours, Gemini. It's been yours all along. And in the next chapter, we're going to dive deeper into why you're so perfectly wired for this moment. Stick with me, you're going to love what's next. Chapter 2: The Natural Power of Gemini. You're a magnet for wealth. Hello again, my brilliant Gemini ladies. If you're still here with me, I'm so thrilled, because now we're diving into the heart of why this moment of prosperity feels so right for you. You're not just waiting for abundance to show up, you're wired for it. There's something so electric about you. something woven into the very essence of your Gemini soul. That makes wealth zoom toward you like a signal finding its perfect frequency. And right now, the universe is amplifying your vibe, making it easier than ever for money and opportunities to find you. Let's unpack this together, because when you see how powerful you truly are, you'll never doubt your spark again. As a Gemini, you're ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, ideas, and lightning-fast connections. You're the one who lights up a room with a clever quip, who spins a random thought into a game-changing plan, who keeps the world spinning with your quick mind. Whether you're freelancing, dreaming up a side hustle, or keeping your circle buzzing with energy, you've got this knack for creating possibility, for making things happen. That's not just a talent, it's a cosmic superpower. You don't cling to one path or bet everything on a single idea. No, you dance between them, weaving a web of opportunities that's as vibrant as you are. And that, my friends, is why the universe is tuning in right now to send wealth your way, not as a fluke, but as a reward for the energy you've been radiating all along. I want you to think about how you move through life. You're not the type to get stuck in one place. Are you? You're curious, adaptable, always ready to pivot when something new catches your eye. You've got this effortless charm that says, "I'll figure it out, and it'll be fun." That's your secret weapon, Gemini. You don't need to grind until you're drained or chase after every dollar like it's a race. Wealth finds you because you project a presence that's magnetic, bright, versatile, unstoppable. And right now, the cosmos is picking up that signal and boosting it. You might already be noticing it, a subtle shift in the air. A quick idea that feels sharper than usual. That's no accident. That's the universe syncing with your rhythm. Let me tell you about Tara, one of my clients who's living proof of this Gemini magic. Tara's 46, a social media consultant from Florida who juggles clients like a pro. When we first talked, she was frustrated. Her work was steady, but it wasn't growing the way she wanted. "Elizabeth," she said, "I'm always pitching ideas, but I'm not seeing the big wins." I asked her to pay attention to the little signals around her, those quick flashes the universe sends when something's brewing. A few days later, she called me, practically vibrating with excitement. She'd started seeing the number 111 everywhere, on her phone, in emails, even a coffee shop receipt. She took it as a cue to follow up on a lead she'd almost forgotten, a potential client she'd met at a networking event. That one call led to a $4,000 contract, her biggest yet, all because she trusted her Gemini instincts and jumped on the spark when it appeared. That's what's happening for you, too. The universe doesn't blast its messages through a megaphone, it sends them in quick pulses, like texts from a friend. And it's texting you right now through moments that might seem small but aren't. Maybe you've been noticing repeating numbers lately: 111 for new beginnings, 888 for abundance, 777 for luck. Or maybe it's simpler, like a conversation that lights up an idea or a random email that feels oddly timed. These aren't coincidences, Gemini. They're signs that you're locked into the frequency of wealth. Money isn't just cash in your wallet, it's energy, a vibe. And when you step into a space of clarity and openness, you become a beacon for it. That's what's shifting for you now. Those tiny sparks are the first flashes of a much bigger light show. Here's where your Gemini nature shines brightest. You don't get bogged down. You're not out here overthinking every step or waiting for perfection. Think about your life, those late nights you've spent brainstorming, the way you've pivoted when a plan didn't work, the connections you've built just by being your charming self. That's not just hustle, that's alchemy. You've been turning ideas into gold without even realizing it. And now, the universe is ready to mirror that back to you. You might not see the whole picture yet, but trust me, those little glimmers you're catching? They're clues. A message from a contact you haven't heard from in ages. A sudden urge to pitch something bold. A feeling that something's about to click. That's wealth calling your name. So, here's my advice for this moment: don't ignore those sparks. You don't have to believe in cosmic woo-woo to see that something's up. You're practical in your own way, right? That's your Gemini strength, your ability to think on your feet. So treat these hints like breadcrumbs, proof that the path is lighting up. When you see 111 on your clock, grin and say, "Got it, universe." When someone mentions a gig out of nowhere, Don't shrug it off, follow through. Your job isn't to chase money like it's a runaway train, it's to stay open and let it roll right into your orbit. And it will, because you've already set the stage with every quick idea and clever move you've made. I know you might be thinking, but Elizabeth, I've got deadlines to hit, errands to run, a family to keep up with. When's this supposed to happen? I hear you, and I get it. Life moves fast, especially for you amazing women in your 40s and beyond who are juggling a million things at once. But that's the beauty of this shift. It doesn't demand you to slow down or change everything. It fits into the life you're already living. Maybe it's an extra $600 this month from a quick freelance job. Maybe it's a client who doubles their order out of the blue. It's not about flipping your world upside down, it's about adding to the brilliance you've already got going. Layer by layer. Let's talk about that frequency of wealth for a second. Because this is where it gets fun. You don't have to fake confidence or pretend you're someone else. You just have to be you, fully. Unapologetically you. When you walk into a space, people notice your energy, don't they? That's not just charm, that's power. And money responds to that. The more you trust your worth, the more you let go of that little voice saying, I need to do more, the stronger your signal gets. It's like tuning into your favorite podcast. Once you hit the right wavelength, the sound comes through loud and clear. You're hitting that wavelength now, Gemini, and the message is all about abundance. So, take a moment today, maybe when you're grabbing a quick coffee or winding down after a hectic day, and notice what's around you. Did something catch your attention? A number, an idea, a possibility? That's your cue. You don't need to overanalyze or force it, just acknowledge it. Say to yourself, I'm ready for this. Because you are. You've always been ready. Your curiosity, your quick wit, your Gemini heart, it's all been leading you here. And the best part? This is just the start. In the next chapter, we're going to talk about what might be holding you back, and how to let it go so this flow can really take off. You're doing incredible, so stay with me, this is about to get even better. Chapter 3. Letting go of old doubts to welcome ease. Gemini. Hey, my radiant Gemini queens, how are you feeling so far? We've talked about the prosperity buzzing your way and the electric power you carry to draw it in. But now, let's get real for a moment. Because I know you, you're brilliant, you're quick, and you've got a mind that spins 1,000 ideas at once. But sometimes, there's a little whisper in there that says, can it really be this simple? Am I really meant for this? I see you nodding, because you've felt it too. That's what we're tackling today, the doubts that might be flickering between you and this wave of abundance, and how to let them fade so you can embrace it with open arms. This is where the magic ignites. So let's dive in together. As a Gemini, you're ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, wit, and endless possibilities. It's all about flow, connection, and ease. But let's be honest, you've also got this airy, quicksilver side that loves to question everything. You're the one who thinks 3 steps ahead, who sees every angle, who wonders if you're missing something. It's why you're so good at what you do, whether it's freelancing, sparking a side hustle, or keeping your world buzzing with ideas. You've spent years mastering that mental agility, and it's carried you far. But here's the catch, that need to analyze, to double-check, can sometimes turn into a cloud of doubt. A cloud that says, wealth has to be tricky. I've got to figure it all out. If it's too easy, it's not real. Sound familiar? If it does, you're not alone, and I'm here to tell you that cloud doesn't have to linger. The biggest obstacle for you right now isn't the market, your schedule, or anything out there in the world. It's inside you. It's that quiet second guessing, that subtle hesitation that says, I need to keep thinking, or I'll miss the mark. I get it. Life has taught you to stay sharp, to adapt on the fly. But this wave of prosperity that's coming in the next 7 days? It's not asking you to crack a code or solve a puzzle. It's asking you to receive it. And for a Gemini who's used to juggling ideas and outcomes, that can feel unfamiliar, like stepping off a treadmill for the first time. But trust me, it's not about losing your edge. It's about gaining something brighter, ease. Let me tell you about Emma, a 49-year-old freelance copywriter from Boston who I worked with a while back. Emma was a classic Gemini, sharp, charming, always spinning a dozen projects at once. She'd been writing for years, picking up gigs here and there. But she was stuck. Elizabeth, she said, I'm constantly pitching, but I'm not breaking through. I feel like I'm missing something. I could see it. She was overthinking every move, doubting her next step before she even took it. I told her, Emma, what if you let go just a bit? What if you trusted that something great could land without you mapping it out? She rolled her eyes at first, but she gave it a shot. A week later, she texted me, stunned. A company she'd emailed months ago offered her a steady $4,500 a month contract. No haggling needed, all because she stopped chasing every what if and let the universe deliver. That's what I want for you, Gemini. This shift isn't about thinking harder, it's about thinking less of what holds you back. That belief that wealth only comes through endless brainstorming or cracking the perfect plan. It's old static. You don't have to prove your brilliance to the universe, it already sees you shining. You've spent a lifetime connecting, creating, pivoting. You've earned this moment not because you outsmarted everyone, but because you've been you, curious, quick, and quietly unstoppable. Now, the cosmos is saying, ease up, Gemini, let me bring it to you. Here's where it gets personal. I know you've had moments of doubt. Maybe you've wondered, am I really cut out for more? Can I trust this? Especially for you incredible women in your 40s and beyond, you've seen twists and turns. You've navigated chaos. You've got this deep need to understand, to know the why before you leap. But the most beautiful things in life often spark when we feel them first. This is one of those times. You don't need a flowchart or a pros and cons list to step into this flow. You just need to trust that it's already happening, because it is. So, here's my advice. Practice letting go. Just a touch. It's not about zoning out or ignoring your instincts. That's not you. And I'd never suggest it. It's about releasing the mental clutter. The worry that if you stop analyzing, you'll miss out. Try this. Next time you catch yourself spiraling about money, those bills stacking up, that project you're overthinking, pause. Take a deep breath and say, I don't have to solve this. It's flowing to me. Feel your mind lighten, your thoughts unclutter. If you're always racing to the next idea, how can the universe slip something new into your orbit? This isn't passive, it's powerful. It's the art of allowing. And you're ready to ace it. Think about how you've lived your life. You're not someone who gets stuck, you're flexible, resourceful. That's why this ease might feel strange at first. You've been taught that success means outsmarting the system, that financial wins come from cracking the code. But what if that's only half the story? What if abundance flows to those who welcome it, not just those who chase it down? You've already done the work, years of it. Now, it's time to let the rewards arrive without the mental marathon. Picture it like a conversation. You've been talking, sharing, connecting. You don't have to shout for someone to hear you, they're already listening. And for you, that time to be heard is now. I want you to ask yourself something. What if letting go is what makes it all click? What if this next week, these 7 days we've been talking about, isn't about figuring it out, but about allowing it? Maybe it's a client who offers you more than you expected. Maybe it's a gig that lands without a single pitch. It's not luck, it's alignment. And you're in alignment right now. Gemini, whether you feel it yet or not, that doubt you've been carrying? It's not the world holding you back, it's the old story you've told yourself. But you can rewrite it. Starting today. Here's a little trick I love. When you feel that overthinking creep in, imagine it as a stack of papers cluttering your desk. They've been useful, sure, but they're piling up. Now, picture yourself sweeping them aside, clearing space for something new. Feel how free you are without them. That's what letting go feels like, clarity, not chaos. You don't have to justify your worth or prove you deserve this. You do, because you're here. Because you're you. And when you step into that truth, the opportunities that once felt out of reach will start landing like messages from a friend. This is your moment, Gemini. You've built the connections, now let the universe light them up with abundance. It's not about abandoning your quick mind, it's about releasing the doubt. In the next chapter, we're going to take this even further, how you can become the living, breathing embodiment of wealth. You're so close, so keep going with me. This is where it all comes together. Chapter 4. Becoming the embodiment of abundance. Gemini. Hey, my dazzling Gemini ladies, can you feel the energy crackling? We've journeyed through so much together, the prosperity zooming your way, the electric power you wield to draw it in, and the old doubts you're ready to release. Now, we're stepping into the most thrilling part of this adventure, where you don't just wait for wealth to arrive. You become it. This isn't about chasing dollars or hoping for a lucky break. This is about embodying abundance so fully that it's not just something you hold, it's who you are. You're on the edge of something transformative, and I'm so excited to help you claim it. Let's dive in. As a Gemini, you're ruled by Mercury, the planet of ideas, connections, and effortless flow. That's not just cosmic trivia, it's your birthright. You've always had this vibrant link to abundance, even if it hasn't always unfolded the way you imagined. But here's the secret. Wealth isn't just money in your account or a shiny new purchase, it's a state of mind, a frequency you radiate. And right now, the universe is inviting you to tune into that frequency completely. Not just to receive prosperity, but to live it, breathe it, own it like the Gemini star you are. This is where the next 7 days turn into more than a financial boost. They become the moment you redefine yourself. Let me tell you about Zoe, a 41-year-old mom from Denver who I worked with last year. Zoe was a whirlwind of creativity, running a small podcast on wellness while raising 2 kids. She loved it, but never saw it as more than a passion project. When we talked, she said, "Elizabeth, I'm not sure I'm built for big wins. I'm just dabbling." I told her, "Zoe, you're not dabbling, you're sparking something huge. You just need to believe you're worthy of it." I asked her to imagine what it would feel like to turn her podcast into a real income stream, to feel the ease of money flowing in. She started small, reaching out to a few sponsors, and within a month, she'd landed a $3,500 deal, all because she dared to step into the energy of abundance. She didn't chase it, she became it. That's what's waiting for you. Gemini, you've spent years weaving possibilities, whether it's through your freelance gigs, your creative side hustles, or the connections you've sparked along the way. That network is alive with potential, and now it's time to let it expand beyond what you've known. This isn't about starting from scratch or tossing out everything you've built. It's about building on what you've already created, letting it grow into something even brighter. You're not just receiving wealth, you're activating it, flipping on a switch that's been inside you all along. Here's the mind-blowing part. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what you visualize and what's real. When you close your eyes and imagine financial ease, checking your email to see a payment notification, saying yes to a gig that feels like a breeze, you're not just daydreaming. You're dialing into that frequency. And the universe? It picks up the signal. It mirrors back what you send out. So, if you've been caught in loops of worry or overthinking, it's time to change the channel. Start feeling abundance now, not as a far-off goal, but as your reality. Because when you do, it stops being something you chase and becomes something you already are. So, let's try this together right now. Take a deep breath, wherever you are. Maybe you're sneaking a moment between tasks, sipping tea, or winding down after a whirlwind day. Close your eyes for a second and feel it, the sensation of money flowing to you effortlessly. Picture opening your inbox to find a payment, $600, $1,200, whatever feels vivid to you. Imagine a contact texting about a project that's perfect for you. No stress, just a quick yes. Feel that lightness in your chest. That spark of knowing you don't have to scramble anymore, it's already here. This isn't make-believe, it's claiming what's yours. Hold that feeling for a moment. That's the energy of abundance. And it's where you shine. I know you're a thinker. Gemini, you love ideas you can poke at and play with. That's why this might feel a little wild at first. But think about it. Every time you've created something real, a new gig, a project, a connection, you started with a flash of inspiration. You felt it before it happened. This is the same thing. You don't need to wait for a neon sign to believe in yourself, you're the sign. Your curiosity, your charm, your Gemini soul, it's all been shaping you into someone who doesn't just dream of prosperity, but lives it. And within these next 7 days, you'll start seeing that vision take form, small wins at first, then bigger ones, all because you've said yes to this energy. Let's talk about what this looks like in your real life. Because I know you're curious. Okay, Elizabeth, But how does this actually play out? It's not about sitting back and wishing, it's about moving through your days with a new kind of clarity. Say it to yourself: money flows to me with ease. Wealth is my natural vibe. Opportunities land right when I need them. These aren't just words, they're your truth. Whisper them when you're answering emails, running errands, or chatting with a friend. Let them sink in, not as something you're trying to believe, but as something you already know. Because you do. When you radiate this energy, things start shifting, effortlessly. That freelance work you've been doing? A client might toss you a bigger project without you asking. That idea you've been tossing around? Someone might share it, and suddenly it's gaining traction. Even if you're juggling life at home, maybe a spark you've been mulling over, like Zoe's podcast, starts to feel less like a someday and more like a today. You're not forcing it, you're allowing it. And that's the Gemini magic. You don't chase abundance, you attract it like a magnet. Because it's already part of your vibe. Here's the big shift. Wealth isn't something outside you that you have to track down. It's inside you, waiting for you to claim it. You've spent so long proving you can keep up. Juggle it all, stay one step ahead, and you have. But now, it's time to stop proving and start embodying. You're not just a multitasker, you're a creator. You're not just getting through, you're stepping into more. And the universe is responding. Sending money, opportunities, and ease your way, not because you begged for it, but because you're ready to receive it. I want you to picture yourself a week from now. It's 7 days later, and something's different. Maybe your bank account's got a little extra padding, or you've said yes to a chance you'd have overthought before. But more than that, you feel different, lighter, bolder, surer. You're moving with a spark. Smiling more, knowing this isn't a one-off, it's your new rhythm. That's what becoming abundance looks like. Gemini, it's not just about what you gain, it's about who you become. And you're becoming the most vibrant version of yourself. The one who doesn't just hope for financial freedom, but knows it's already hers. So, my challenge to you is this: start today. Feel it, say it, live it. When you catch yourself slipping into old doubts, those habits are sneaky, just pause and reset. I am abundance. 3 little words, but they're everything, because you are, you've always been, and in these next 7 days, you'll see it unfold, doors swinging open, money flowing, life expanding, all because you've stepped into your truth. We've got one final stop on this journey together, so stay with me, you're about to see how to make this last. You're incredible, Gemini, and I'm so proud of you. Your Gemini abundance journey begins now. Well, my radiant Gemini ladies, here we are. What an incredible journey we've shared. We started with the thrilling news that prosperity is zooming toward you. Ready to light up your life in the next 7 days. We explored the electric power you carry, the way your curiosity and quick wit make you a magnet for wealth. We faced those old doubts head on, letting go of the idea that abundance has to be complicated, and opened ourselves to ease. And then, we took it to new heights, seeing how you're not just receiving wealth, but becoming it, stepping into the most vibrant, abundant version of yourself. This isn't just a video, it's a roadmap to a life that's brighter, bolder, and truer to who you are. And you're already on the path. Let me take a moment to celebrate you, because you deserve it. You amazing women, whether you're freelancing, spinning a side hustle, or keeping your world buzzing with ideas, you are living proof of the spark, versatility, and brilliance the universe adores. Every late-night brainstorm, every time you've pivoted with grace, every quiet moment you've poured into your dreams, it's all led you here. You're not just a Gemini, you're a force, a testament to what it means to create possibility. I see you, and I'm so proud of you for showing up, not just for this video, but for yourself. Now, I'd love to hear from you, because your voice lights up this space. What part of this journey hit home for you? Was it realizing your natural spark, letting go of overthinking, or stepping into abundance as your truth? Or maybe there's a Gemini trait you love about yourself, your charm, your quick mind, that you're proud of. Drop it in the comments below. I can't wait to read your stories and cheer you on. This isn't just my space, it's ours. And I want you to feel right at home here. If you're a Gemini, or if you're curious about a Gemini in your life, maybe a friend, a sister, or even yourself on a deeper level, stick with us at Esoteric Wisdom. This is just the beginning. My friends, we're on a wild, beautiful adventure together, uncovering the gifts of the zodiac and how they illuminate your life. There's so much more to discover, more insights, more breakthroughs, more moments that'll make you say, wow, that's me. So, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Click the bell so you never miss a beat. And let's keep this spark alive. You're not just a viewer, you're part of this community. And we're just getting started. Before I let you go, here's one final thought to carry with you. You're worthy of abundance, not because you've chased it. Not because you've outsmarted it. But because you exist. You're a Gemini, ruled by Mercury, crowned with wit and possibility. So, step into these next 7 days with your head high and your heart open. Watch for those little signals, a payment, a message, a chance, and know they're not random. They're yours. You've got this. And the universe is cheering you on. Keep shining, keep connecting, and let your brilliance light up the world, because no one does it quite like you.